Recording through headset. Yes, we can. Okay, we can do this. Hi guys, it's Beck. I've come down to this beautiful location on Moreton Bay and I just am totally blown out. In the, what should we call it? The X Factor community, where there was what we call an X Factor event that melted everything. Even in that community of people that know that there was some sort of melting that happened somewhere down back long ago. There are also a lot of those people do not believe that brick can melt. Well, I got a treat for you guys today. I got a real treaty do here. Okay, I have been coming to this beach for several years and I knew, before my eyes were opened, I knew there was something different. Okay, I haven't been back here since to discover this until today. Now I know what I'm looking at. This is all melted brick as far as the eye can see, right along this shoreline, right out into the water. It extends out, it extends right down here. But do you want to see the most amazing thing about this? It's in the bank that is eroding. The melted brick is all along here, and I will show you where it is undermined from a tree root. Now look at this. This is proof. This is proof. There's a big... Just stay there, Bo. I don't want you walking up to and fro. Here it is. Okay, here it is. You wait till you see this. Now, there's been a lot of conjecture in the truth community, or the melted community, I call it, that bricks can't melt. They certainly can. Now, if you look under there, it's the same. There is clay mixed in as well. As you can see, this hill is very clayey. Okay, see? Look at that. That white line. That white line. This is a long time ago, guys. This is... How do we explain this when there was only supposed to be Aboriginals living here? How do we explain this? This whole beach is red, melted brick. Hear it? I've got to go back up. Oh, and here is the most stunning of all. Stunning part of this I saw. Bo, look at this. Look at this. It's melted. That's melted brick in amongst whatever the white, whatever the cement that was used in between. But how old would this be? And how did this melt? How did this melt like this? Just stay there, Bo. Some intense, absolutely intense heat to cause all of this to turn to this. Is it Planet X Factor? Is it the Carrington event? Did the Carrington event do this? This is red brick. I'm walking on it. It's all broken up and melted. Stay there, Bo. Now, I also found a pippy hole. So this is an ancient Aboriginal burial pit where they used to dig a little hole. That means there was a big community of Aboriginals here, or maybe a small community. This is a very small pippy hole. But you can see mussels or pippies, what you want to call them, these shells that are sticking out. So they'd put all their pippies in the one hole as a little community. Then they'd eventually cover it up. And time and erosion always brings these things out, and I've seen many up North Queensland. This is my first one in Brisbane, so that was exciting to find that today as well. Look at this. John Levi would be flipping out because nobody believed him. Well, a lot of people didn't. He copped a lot of flack coming out and saying bricks melt, and that he'd found evidence of it. And of course, like with anything, like with enclosed system or whatever you're trying to teach people, they say, no, no, no. If you could be here and feel this stuff, the texture of it, the look of it, I mean, we're talking, and there's a bit of quartz. Why is that there? Just like that. There's no other. So these are the things we've got to question. You know, how many times I have walked along this beach and not questioned what I was looking at. There it is. It's melted. It was up there. So if I went up there and dug down a bit, I'm going to find that melted brick all through there. And it's not like this has been a dumping ground. I don't believe that. There's no way they would do that. There is no way. They would, even back in the day, there's no way they would ruin a pristine piece of coastline like this. And I'm telling you, this is not natural rock. You do not have to be a geologist. You need to be a normal thinking human being. You need to deprogram from the system to see the truth. If you don't deprogram, you will only believe what they tell you. Look at that. Look at that. See the line? See that white line? That was a foundation of some sort, because it stops there at the top white bit. Now, this beach is covered. This was not, so they didn't come and dump loads and loads of these melted, churned up bricks. They just did not do that here. Okay? And look at this for a footprint. That's what I wanted to show you guys. My gosh. It's melted. Next time I'm going to bring a shovel. I'd like to dig down and find out how far down it goes. I can see how far up it goes because it's been melted and it's just squished into the ground. So what would be good to know is how deep the foundations go. We don't go up, we go down. We can do it. We can do it next time I come here. Now, look at this. Oh dear. What was here? Whatever it was a long, 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 long time ago. And I wouldn't, if this country's only been established for just over 200 years, there's a lot of explaining to do. There's just too much explaining to do for this place to be 200 years old when we have melted brick buildings under the trees, under these trees. It's incredible. I'm so excited I found this. Someone ping this off to John Levi for me. Or Campbell at Autodidactic. I don't think he likes me much because I've shown quite a few things, and I don't know, maybe he thinks he's in competition with me. I don't know, but I'm not in a competition with this. I'm not the new kid on the block trying to creep in on people's parties of Tartaria and meltdowns and trying to poo on their party. I don't want to do that. That's not me. And what I do want to do is just expose this stuff. Just expose it. How can we have such melted brick in such an abundance? I guess. Oh, Campbell, if you heard that, I got nothing against you, dude. I've reached out to you quite a few times, and because I know where there's pyramids in Australia, I know you're in Australia, but you're not where I am, and I know where there's certain things that if you'd want to like to take a look at, I could take you out there and show you, but not physically. I'd go and film it and show you. But you've never got back to me, so I guess you're the one missing out, because we're all going to learn off each other. We all find stuff together. It's how this is supposed to roll, isn't it? So this bank is really starting to cave in. It's still here. The footprint, the foundation is still all up here, melted under this hill. That hill would be a mud flood hill. That was an awful lot of mud deposited on this hill here, which I believe has covered whatever structure this was before it had a Carrington event of some kind. There you go. My take on it. Maybe yes, maybe no. Do you see this plant here? My son, when he was, I think, about 12, we're up in Bowen, and he accidentally hit one of these with his hand front on, like his palm, or in his thumb. And one of the spikes off the very end of these went into his hand and stayed there for years and years. I think it's still in there. I'm actually very sure it is. So they've put all this tape up because of the erosion. It's not doing much. Yeah, so you've got to be careful of some of the plants in this country, not just snakes and spiders. Some of the plants, my husband was hit by a plant called gimpy, and it can itch you for up to 5 years, and a lot of people commit suicide when they get hit by gimpy. Look it up if you don't believe me. My husband put up with that for over a year. You know, they try and pull it out with hot wax and tweezers, and nothing works. Once it stings you, it just itches until the neurotoxins wear off, and it can take years. Yes, and people have suicided over it. And here we go, and this seems to appear to be where the building started. It does. Even up there you can see that there's kind of a barrier here, and it starts there. It all starts here. You see, because there's no rocks on this beach, it's just normal mangroves and sand. Then we have all that. Interesting, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Seriously, guys, let me know what you think. We've got to get out and do these things and explore. And if you guys can't do it, I will do it for you. I will be your eyes and your arms and your legs, and I will come out and explore and discover things for you guys. Alright. Pretty cool, huh? So even that's... Is that a rock or is that cut? Not sure. So, that's it. I'm going to leave you with it there. I just thought I'd show you this gorgeous place I'm at. It's hot. I might go for a swim. Some days I do, some days I don't. There was a time in my life where I never not went for a swim. I went every single day. Come here, guys. And, but the weather does not play the happy game like it used to days of old, when you would want to be in the water every day. Go, Jazzy. Have a swim. Isn't she gorgeous? I'll get up and play with her when I've finished. Oh, excuse me. Everything they spray in the sky, everybody just coughs now. Young, old, fit, unhealthy. Doesn't matter who you are. Oh, she loves that. Poor old Bo. He's just getting too old to be able to hang with her much, and love to get a pup. She's still a pup. She's nearly 5, but she's still a pup. Aren't you, pup? Oh well, so I'm really happy with what I discovered back there. Thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you all later. It's a nice day. It's a wonder. The weather comes and goes so quickly. When it's good, it doesn't last long. When it's bad, it lasts long. Alright, guys. I love you. This is Beck. Pray, pray, and remember, He is with you always. He will never leave you nor forsake you. I'm out.